MrBeast. Never heard of him? Jimmy is a YouTuber who makes really large spectacle content. He flashes dollar signs and giant expo marker font all over the dang screen, and the kids eat it up.
He's so cool, dude. I want to be just like him. Never mind, he looks so fucking terrifying. Gotta save that for later.
So many kids.
This is,
all over the dang screen, and the kids eat it up. So
I feel like this is the kind of face that, like your grandma is like, my son's so handsome. The son in question is just...
Oh, many kids. Over the years, one of the major things that he's become known for is competitions. From small-scale stuff all the way up to multi-million-dollar projects. And because of that, a little company called Amazon...
I don't even view him as a man anymore. Like, he just seems like an entity that is designed to create content forever at all costs. Everything that enters his body is fuel for content. Like, do we even know if he has a ball sack? This is the sort of thing that matters when we're talking about a person that has 300 million subscribers. He's ascended the gender he's a member of by being so famous and relevant that I can't even imagine like that he has like kind of a, you know, like a ball sack on him. Like he got some hanging in between the two legs, and that's something that is seriously hard to think about.
Never heard of. Decided they wanted to...
He's been radiated so much time that he's lost all gender properties. I don't know what that means at all. They'll put his brain in a machine to keep him alive. That seems like something they might do.
Let Jimmy make his very own competition reality show on their Prime Video network. Surprisingly, from what I found, he was given virtually an unlimited budget to do so. Just for clarity, no show has a truly unlimited budget. The number I keep seeing floated around for this show is $100 million. And Jimmy himself on the show...
Fucking cheapskate. 100 mil? The fuck? That's it? 100 mil?
$100 million.
Guess he was feeling a little frugal. He's really just a normal person. I guess they cheaped out on this one.
Jimmy himself on the show said...
In case you're wondering, yes, this show is way over budget.
So if you're going over $100 million budget, do you really have a budget? Going forward, every time I refer to their budget as unlimited, that's what I mean. Okay, let's keep going. Now, since the show's creation, there have been a ton of controversies. Stories have come out about
Beast Games' full rundown of scandals dogging YouTube stars' new game show. Beast Games and MrBeast named in lawsuit over a show. Let's see. They were not paid. They were subjected to unsafe conditions. Oh no, Jim.
Conditions on set being awful. Unethical stuff left and right. Lawsuits have been filed, folks.
Man.
And because of this, everybody with a camera and an internet connection jumped on the bandwagon to make videos about this show. Beast Games is psychotic. Beast Games is a dystopian hellscape. Beast Games is the most unhinged show of the century.
That's why I like Jeopardy. Nobody's getting injured on Jeopardy. How could you even get injured on Jeopardy? You slam the button too hard, break your wrist. That's a show that I can watch. It's a game show, you know, very simple. This sort of stuff, the action stuff is too much for me. I mean, if I wanted to watch something like that, I just watch like American Ninja Warrior, but that's not a game show, it's a competition.
They said,
I got pregnant at Beast Games.
Last to leave the womb gets $10 million.
All right then, but I am not here to uncover all of that. No, my expertise lies somewhere else. I have watched a ton of competition shows over the years. It's kind of one of my things. So I would like...
And for your final challenge, open up.
To look at this show from a different angle. One that it seems like nobody else is really looking at.
He's a beast in the sheets.
Beast Games, even a good competition show. Controversies be darned. Is it worth watching? Everyone was foaming at the mouth to give their opinions on this show before like any of the episodes had even come out. Well, strugglers, every episode has been released now. I sat down, I watched every bit of it. I took on that burden. And boy, oh boy, do I have thoughts.
Major
so this show was
spoilers.
heavily marketed as being the biggest and most expensive game show ever created.
This show is bigger than anything you could ever imagine. You will see the most insane, psychological, emotional, and expensive games in the history of entertainment.
They really...
Is that a real helicopter?
This show is bigger than anything you could ever imagine. You will see the most insane, psychological,
I need to see this. Is he flying this shit? Mr. Beast, was he part of that terrible accident that happened recently?
History of entertainment.
Oh no.
They
Like, did they clear that with aviation? Yeah, I'm gonna be flying a fucking helicopter, by the way. No, I don't have a license. I have a brother. Do you need a license to take a risk? Is it a crime to take a risk in America? Jimmy, that's crazy. It's gonna crash into a tree. It's gonna crash, and he's gonna come out of the smoke and smog holding up a Feastables bar. There's gonna be a plane crash with smog and smoke, and he's gonna walk out of it with his blue shirt and fluorescent white smile, holding up a Feastables bar. All the passengers have died.
really.
Why does he have the same drip as Mr. Beast? Yeah, he does. He does have like it's like a suit and black hoodie. Very interesting choice.
Wanted people to know that this was the largest cash prize ever given out in TV history.
The largest grand prize in entertainment
Yeah, it's the same drip.
history.
They started with 1,000 contestants. Wow.
They do kind of look similar.
The most in TV history.
A record-breaking number of 1,000 players.
They're continuously filming with a record-breaking number of cameras at any given time. The most in TV history, no doubt.
We set a world record for most cameras.
And what did all of these record-breaking feats give us? Was it the most
about to
jaw-dropping
say.
thing ever seen? The most mind-shattering show
Jimmy's
ever created?
pants
Something that
are so tight. Dude.
They start.
He doesn't have nuts. No man could wear those.
With 1,000 contestants. Wow. The most in TV, a record-breaking thing ever seen, the most mind-shattering show ever created, something that will be remembered fondly for generations to come? No, what we got was a show that spent the majority of its runtime simply asking contestants to leave.
What?
Let me explain. Before the real show on Amazon with 1,000 contestants even started, they actually had a qualifying day where they brought in 2,000 contestants, and that was on Jimmy's YouTube channel. By the end of that, half of them would be sent home, and the top 1,000 would compete on the Prime show for the largest cash prize in history, lest we forget. In that video on the MrBeast YouTube channel, there were 4 total challenges. One of them, everybody splits into teams and they lift a big boulder to the top of this thing, and the last team to do that gets eliminated. Then they played a brain game where the contestants would memorize a pattern and then go rush to a case and hopefully not select a case that had an elimination card in it. And then they lined everybody up and had them race towards these flags that were kind of randomly spread out in this field. And that lasted for a bunch of rounds, and the top 1,100 people would then go to the final game of the day. So far, you might be thinking, this sounds like a pretty standard competition
Makes
show.
sense, yeah. I don't think it's
And you'd be right.
that
A
crazy.
good mix of physical and mental challenges, some team aspects, a little bit of strategy involved, like with the case game and the flags determining when is the best time to strike. Is this show gonna get the Scott stamp of approval? Not so fast, bucko. The fourth and final challenge of the day is simple. Stand on these platforms.
I'm guessing just one of them lights up red or something?
The first person that steps off will eliminate themselves as well as everybody else on their platform. And this is kind of where the wheels start to fall off. This is the type of challenge where people could theoretically be up there for hours. So as an incentive to get people to step down, Jimmy offers the contestants money, a bribe, if you will.
Interesting.
So this challenge is just whether or not somebody can resist.
So he just pays people to leave? So there's no competition. I don't understand. It's a competition show. It's a game show, but there's no game. The game is just, you want to play the game or no? No? Okay, you lose. And so does everyone else on your block. Seems weird. It blows up? Well, I'm sure that's the most replayed moment, right? We'll get there soon. I'm so wet when I see MrBeast. Should have joined this game. I heard someone got pregnant.
A monetary bribe. Eventually, somebody does give into the temptation of the golden carrot dangling in front of their face. Albeit, she does it before the timer actually starts, so she doesn't get the prize money.
I didn't start the timer yet. Oh my gosh. No, because the timer hadn't started yet.
She jumped the gun, got herself and everybody on her platform eliminated, and she went home empty-handed. I'm sure everybody on her platform.
Is there like a safety risk to being the person who jumps off and ruins everybody else's chance to win the money? Because you basically have like, not robbed, but you've disqualified these people from a serious financial payday, like a serious break. There's got to be some kind of program you can join to receive protection. Do we know if these, people could die. Someone got pregnant, they made life, they could take life, right? Shit. I mean, there's lawsuits about unsafe conditions. We don't know if these people are out here for blood. This may have been their chance. Beast Games was the golden door to financial freedom, and it just got slammed shut by a bitch who jumped off. God, I want to hurt her. That's what I would be saying. I'd be saying that.
Was stoked about that. But this challenge It put a really weird taste in my mouth. The show felt like it had promise leading up to this. We were actually trying something. You got a lot of people in here, 2,000 contestants, and they were competing. That's awesome. That's what you want in a competition show. It's in the name. But right at the very end, they brought everything to a screeching halt by introducing a bribe aspect. They made the challenge solely about money. And you might be thinking, like, what's the big deal? It's just a qualifier round, and there's an entire Amazon show full of challenges that comes after this, right? The entirety of Beast Games is hijacked by self-elimination and bribery. The whole thing.
So there's no games?
What, you don't believe me?
So it's not even Beast Games.
Why? Let me walk you through each of the episodes and maybe you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
After a very
Oh, that's interesting.
way more
Last one to lose their virginity gets 10 mil cash. Another day, another victory for the incels.
than you would think. Way more than it should. This is a competition show, right? The largest, most expensive, most insane competition show of all time.
Now, if what he's saying is true, that just sounds so boring. Like, wouldn't it be easier to just do like a stupid challenge? Like, eat a lot of hot dogs. And if you stop eating, you lose. Pull a rope. You and your friends pull a rope. If you win the other team who's pulling it, you win. Like, it doesn't seem like you have to just like do random roulette style challenges.
Time, right?
This is the biggest
There's like no skill. It's not really a game. It's like
TV show in history.
And the main
someone might throw up too risky. I mean, at least it's actual competition.
challenge is just accepting or rejecting bribes. Yeah, okay, right, cool. In episode 1, literally the first thing that happens is a large-scale bribe. The show
When
offers
MrBeast
a
throws
pool
up,
of
I'm
$1
looking it up.
million that'll be split evenly amongst anybody who chooses
I'd
to
help
leave
you.
the show right now.
Stay in the game or press the button on your tablet and eliminate yourself.
Right off the bat, 52 people decide to leave. They take home about $19,000 each. Honestly, I consider them winners. The first people to
Yeah,
go
it's not
home,
bad.
They beat.
But it's just not like, I just don't. Where's the games? If it's a game show, then I should watch the games that they're playing. This isn't game.
The game. 20,000
Wasn't the Squid Game thing he did more of a game show than this? If all they're doing is ejecting themselves voluntarily for small sums of money,
$1,000 for not doing anything.
my ass would be up in here just like just picking dollars. Fuck, I could not resist it. No, it's all fake money though.
You did a good job. The very next challenge, and I do mean the very next challenge, is asking people to leave on their own again. Except there is no cash involved this time. You just have to go home empty-handed. Everyone is lined up on these platforms, and one person in each row has to eliminate themselves before a 10-minute timer runs out. The last 3 rows that haven't had a sacrifice yet all get eliminated.
Dude. So they're not even playing.
This devolves into chaos immediately.
I've watched all of Beast Games, and I'll say it's a split around 50% of games and 50% psychological bribes. So then it should be Beast bribes. Like, it should just be like Beast scams. You're here, click this button for money and to get the fuck out. I want to see him crash out so bad. Just like, click the button. Oh, click the button! Like, no more Mr. Nice Beast. I want to see him go beast mode so hard. Like, just completely lose his shit. No one is like leaving or anything. He's like, your guys are ruining my show! Don't ever come back to my birthday party.
People are shouting at each other. You have to
MrBeast versus the Black Hebrew Israelites. Well, you definitely win.
push your button. You have to take yourself out of the game to save me. Sacrifice yourself or we all go home, you selfish jerk. The irony, of course.
Well, everyone else is crashing out.
People are-
He's just watching it on his golden throne, jerking off. He's like, haha, that's funny. They're fighting. I'm rich. They're poor. Oh. He just releases his Matrix juice.
Shouting at each other. You have
Look at that guy. He's fucking
this
tweaking.
devolves
Look at
into
him.
Chaos.
Look at him.
Immediately. People are shouting at each
Look at this guy. Oh my. You fucking bitch. Get out of the game. I have bills to pay. He's like, he's so bad. He's like, you remind me of my bitch wife that I married.
other. You have to push your button. You have to take yourself out of the game to save me. Sacrifice yourself or we all go home, you selfish jerk.
Everyone would be so loud in here. I would literally Dude, everyone would be so loud in this room screaming at each other. I would just kind of like say the N-word at room volume to see if anyone would notice. Just like slip it in there, but like, damn, what's with all this yelling? Just see if I could slip one in.
Of course,
that would be the chance.
Of course, is that those same people that are screaming.
I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I wouldn't do that. I would only start speaking German in the same tone that Hitler did, okay? Very different.
At everyone
Also a joke. Wouldn't do that. Twitch do not ban me. I love everybody.
else to sacrifice themselves. They could be the one to sacrifice. They could be the hero to save the team. But they don't do that. They look to somebody else to save them so they can stay in the game and keep playing. They shame their fellow competitors who didn't step down for the betterment of the team. You selfish loser. It's twisted and it shows how devilishly self-serving humans can be. And none of that is even acknowledged by the show.
They didn't even win money yet. These dumbasses are fighting for a spot when they could have just taken 20 racks and left.
It could have been a really thought-provoking
See you on the other side of Beast Games. These two definitely made the kid, right?
moment where they point out how hypocritical
Oh, never mind. She like 50.
and entitled people are to expect someone else to step up and do the right thing when they themselves are not willing to do that. But no, the show just brushes past it, immediately moves on to the next thing. 30% of the players have already been eliminated by choice, and we haven't even played a single game yet. Beast Games! They do finally play a game.
That's
right after
crazy.
that. They stack blocks. It's fine, but as soon as it's over, Jimmy gets back on the microphone right away.
I think
and
you
he
should
does
watch
the unthinkable.
this.
Seriously, it's so shocking, there's no way you could guess what he does.
Does he give people a button to press or like some way to eliminate yourself?
What was that? You said that he bribes them to leave again?
Of course.
Oh, no, yeah,
Seems
you guessed.
boring,
What do you
dude.
think I'm gonna be having you guys do?
It's gonna be a bribe.
A bribe.
The contestants have already caught
Dude.
on to this trend as well, I see. 100 plus people voluntarily go home in this round, and they accept
how
a little bit of
much?
cash in exchange. Does this sound
50.
familiar? So over half
actually
of
not
the
too
original
bad.
1,000 people are already gone, and the first episode is not even done yet. It kind of feels like
50K.
all this was them skipping the final step
Low-key
in the
worth.
casting process and just bringing in everybody that wanted to be on the show, and then saying, look, we have the most contestants ever, even though they had no intention of these people
Oh, yeah. They just wanted like people to break the record, and then they were just like, all right, can you leave? We'll pay you. So they're just like bribing the record itself as well. Shit, I'll take the 50K. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. They're not even playing the game anymore. Yeah, I mean, it's just like leave.
actually playing the game.
Leave for
Look,
money.
We have a lot of content
What is this?
ever, even though they had no intention of these people actually playing the game. Look, we have
Oh, no.
a lot of content
What the fuck? Into the chamber of fire. Bye.
contestants on the show. So as we
Into the trash chute.
move into
Into the furnace.
episode 2, I'm actually pretty discouraged right now. I had pretty high hopes for the show that constantly boasts about its ridiculous scale at every chance they get.
$5 million.
Straight into the
The
gulag.
largest grand prize in any show in history.
But so far, there has been zero spectacle whatsoever. They have just been paying people to leave. Is this where that
Type.
unlimited budget went?
It's actually hype though.
We've already given away over $2 million, the most amount of money given away in the first episode.
The fuck are they putting in those beast bars?
We've already given away over $2 million, the most amount of money given away in
It's just like an actual seizure victim.
the first
This person's just dying.
episode of a show ever.
We are hit with yet another self-elimination challenge in episode 2. Jimmy literally says,
I know you guys aren't happy about another self-elimination challenge.
okay, then stop doing them. Bro, you have an unlimited budget. Have people fire cannons off of a pirate ship or something. Everybody splits into 2 teams, and the goal is for your team to have less people on it at the end of a timer. So people have to voluntarily just leave again. And the team that has more people voluntarily leave gets to stay in the game, and the other team is completely eliminated. The challenge is once again to just decide to go home. A little bit later, they play trivia, which is
Are
honestly
you fucking kidding me? So they went from how is trivia somehow more boring than self-elimination? This isn't even a game, dude. This is school question. When did the Boston Tea Party happen? Answer. Oh, I have the answer. Correct. Next question. Oh my god. He was right. Fire cannons off of a pirate ship. Do something interesting.
more boring than anything else that's happened so
So
far.
boring.
Biggest U.S. state by
Oh
area.
my. Oh no.
Both got it correct.
Trivia just feels like a gargantuan waste of time to me. I am such a hater. I kind of miss the bribes, actually, Jimmy. Yes. I really wish that he would just offer people
trivia, bro.
Oh, hey, what's this?
Team that money can't buy. They will be tempted with an insane amount of money.
Oh, thank goodness. This
just Kahoot. May as well play Kahoot for $1 million.
This episode ends with Jimmy grabbing 4 team captains and offering them an increasingly ridiculous amount of money to send their team home. The pot gets all the way up to $1 million, and not a single person takes it. What the hell is wrong with these
It's like Crash
people? I really need to talk through this because I've never seen something this foolish in all my days. These 4 people can push their button at any time and immediately be gifted $1 million.
And they don't push the button? Do they know how much fucking money that is?
The grand prize.
Like, you're not tough standing there like a mannequin because you're not taking the mill. Like, it's not cool to not take the mill. It's like, look at me, I'm unfazed. Yeah, I went to a mill, I'm not taking it. Take the mill! Take the mill! Hello?
As for any other massive
He's like, whoa, they're not taking the mill.
show on TV, you gotta run the gauntlet on Who Wants to Be a
Literally $1 million. People are so dumb.
Millionaire to get that. You have to survive like a month on Survivor and go through all the challenges and win all the votes to get that money. And all these people need to do is push a button that's right in front of them. On top of that, the person who would push the button actually gets to stay in the game. Their whole team gets sent home, but they get to keep playing. None of them take that offer? Because what? It's more noble to like save your team? Ugh. Honestly, this is just more corny than anything.
You just turned down $1 million.
My integrity is not for sale to you.
Okay, cowboy.
What integrity? You're on Beast Games.
Tone it down a little bit. They realize that the grand prize is only for one person, right? And the grand prize is $5 million.
Yeah, you basically win by clicking the button. You basically win the whole thing.
You could just take $1 million right now. You just got here. You already won. Nobody would even hold that against you. They'd be like, yeah, I suppose I would have done that. But they don't do it.
What?
And they made the wrong decision. You'll never convince me otherwise. I get maybe like wanting to stick it out and be noble if they were offering 50.
I feel like Beast had to have told them, like, hey, like, you're not actually allowed to click it. Like, because there's no way 5 people chose not to do that, because if they do that, then the show's over, right? Like, I feel like for the purpose of the show having a real winner, they said, yeah, you can't do that. There's no chance. There's no way 4 people said no to $1 million for basically for free. A free $1 million, I'll pass. There's no chance. He had to say, yeah, you can't actually take it. Just stick to the script. There's no chance.
$1,000, still an insane amount of money, but like maybe the
Kevin, if you're still in chat, how authentic did it feel when you watched it? Like, did the people actually seem like real contestants, or do you think that there was any nudging from the crew to be like, yeah, can you say this? Can you say that? Like, was there any amount of acting that you felt was portrayed by like the contestants?
Experience itself is worth more to you than that. I understand that, but take the $1 million. You goofballs. Anyway, the first challenge in episode 3 sees contestants locked in a room in groups of 3, and they have to decide amongst themselves who goes home.
Another self-elimination.
I cannot. I wish I was joking. They're doing it again. The show is not even fucking trying, dude. Self-elimination. Round what? 10 already? Is it Groundhog Day? Am I living in Palm Springs? Also, we get to see one of those heroes that turned down $1 million for the good of the team get sent home here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Leaves. I hope it was worth it, buddy. Good job. Good for you, man. Episode 4 has an actual game in it.
That's so dumb.
It almost feels illegal at this point. Everybody is...
The loyalty got him nowhere. His integrity that's not for sale ended up with him being broke. It wasn't even integrity. You got put into a room with 4 people, or 2 people that said, yeah, can you leave? So dumb. Of course they're not going to thank you for it. Oh, thanks for keeping me and now you're out. They're just going to backstab you. Everyone's just, I mean, it's how it works. Everyone's just manipulating each other to win the money.
Blindfolded, and they have to try to drop a ball when they think 10 minutes have passed. They're just kind of counting in.
Oh, that's kind of a cool concept.
Have to try to drop a ball when they think 10 minutes have passed. They're just kind of counting in their head. Now I see how this show has the biggest budget in game show history. It all makes sense. It's so clear. This is the type of thing you could only do with an unlimited budget. And after that challenge, thank goodness, they get right back to the good stuff. Having contestants voluntarily go home. Now, this is where the show takes a very weird and unnecessary detour. It is a full 2-episode momentum killer about the island. They take 60 players to this island, and once you're there, you can either choose to compete and win the island, or you can just take a couple days and hang out at this resort instead. Totally voluntary. You don't have to do it if you don't
Just
want
take
to.
the
But let's go
vacation,
back a
low-key.
little bit. In order to even get to the island, contestants
Just
need to
chill.
earn a spot
Oh,
on one of these
no.
helicopters.
Oh,
and
God,
to
it
be
was
fair,
real.
there are a couple of challenges involved in getting on the
Oh,
helicopter.
no.
Nothing that justifies an unlimited budget. I mean, mostly they're just standing around, like always. But 3 of the challenges in particular are as follows. Number 1, voluntarily give someone else your gold coin, and the person with the most gold coins gets to go to the island, and then they bring a couple of people with them.
Did you know that MrBeast was actually mad at Pegasus because he said that it was bad? I did hear about that, but I don't know if it's bad. It just seems like a lot of it's a game show that doesn't utilize the fact that it's a game show at all.
Number 2,
It's just voluntary exclusion from the thing. I think it's very uninteresting.
voluntarily go home and split a $250,000 bribe with everyone else who also voluntarily goes home. And number 3, voluntarily give someone else your gold coin again, and the people with the most gold coins get to go to the island. Everybody else just goes home.
Jesus.
Why would you give someone your gold coin? That's just you choosing to leave again. Oh, it's just fucking crazy, man. Genuinely, what?
So like the ultimatums don't even make sense. It's not like, oh, give me your gold coin for like a coin flip for $10 million. It's like, just give me your gold coin for nothing, for no money, for no chance to get anything. The ultimatums have to be interesting in order to make it so that the game show is like interesting. It just seems so stupid. It's like, you can leave or I can leave. Okay, you can leave. Okay, cool. Bye. See ya. It has to be scripted. That's my guess. It just seems too scripted. Like, there's no way someone is just like, oh yeah, I've been here for like a few days and I'm like very committed, feet dug in the sand to win this big prize, but I'm just going to decide to leave for no reason. It has to be scripted, right? Like, it has to be like employees or something of MrBeast are the ones competing.
What are we doing?
Because there's no chance someone would do that.
I'm being so earnest. I'm asking, what is this? Is this some kind of fetish? Like, is Jimmy and the production team, are they getting off on like having people go home by their own free will? That's how like 90% of people have been eliminated from this show so far. They're just leaving. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go home now. There has got to be a power high involved with the higher ups here. This is not a show.
Script.
It's certainly not a competition. This is asking people to leave and then sometimes giving them a little bit of money on the way out. I sat through all of this. Every episode. I took almost 30 pages of detailed notes. And for what? This is nothing. This is not a show.
So he was watching with his Google Docs on, writing all the deets, and it was shit.
Episode 5 takes place entirely on the island. 9 contestants have decided to compete for this thing, while the 51 others just are taking a few days vacation, I guess. They just dink around at this resort. All right. The first challenge for those competing is to play hide and seek with these Navy SEALs, which they have done on Jimmy's YouTube channel before as well. One person gets eliminated during this, and then another gets eliminated during this coconut toss game, which, wow, an actual game? I don't even know what to say. Bravo! Congratulations! The congratulations is short-lived, though, because literally the next challenge is just a choice between volunteering to leave the island or risking getting voted off by those that are just hanging out at the resort. I can't even... This is actually insane, right? It's insane how much of this show is just people leaving on their own. I'm not being dramatic with how much this bothers me, right? You guys, I was so excited when I saw that.
I do not like it. Is there something else that I'm missing?
Okay to do. There are still 5 episodes left, and I don't even want to talk about
the good parts. We could watch the good parts, but I feel like from what I've seen already, it's like
teasing people with money.
I will die for this. I will.
I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sheesh, bruh. Doesn't sound too good. I'll just put it like that.